Hello everyone, a big welcome to all of you. In this video, we will cover part 2 of banking and financial awareness for the month of January. Part 1 is already uploaded. This will be a continuous monthly MCQ series and I have uploaded all the videos in the playlist section of my channel. This will be a regular series for SBI Junior Associate, Probationary Officers, all IBPS exam, RRB exam, RBI Grade B prelims and RBI Assistant Mains. We will cover banking and financial awareness of each month in 4 parts. Each part will have around 10 plus MCQs. Overall, we will cover 50 plus MCQs for each month. Now, talking about the weightage of banking and financial awareness in mains exam. So around 15 plus questions are asked in IBPS mains, SBI mains, RBI assistant mains, and around 25 plus questions are asked from this section in RBI grade B prelims exam. So this is indeed a very important section. If you score well in this section, automatically your score in overall general awareness section will go high. So before covering MCQs, I will give you a brief background of banking sector mergers and also the headquarters of all banks. So starting with the mergers, Oriental Bank of Commerce and Union Bank of India are merged into PNB, Syndicate merged into Canara Bank, Allahabad Bank merged into Indian Bank, Dena and Vijaya Bank merged into Bank of Baroda. So a short trick for headquarters: if any bank name contains Bank of India in their name, their headquarter is in Mumbai. For example, Bank of India headquarters is in Mumbai, Central Bank of India headquarters is in Mumbai, Industrial Development Bank of India, that is IDFI Bank, headquarters is in Mumbai, SBI State Bank of India Mumbai, Union Bank of India Mumbai, Reserve Bank of India Mumbai. Only exception is Dena Bank. Its headquarters is in Mumbai, but it does not contain Bank of India in its name. If bank name starts with Indian, their headquarters is in Chennai. Example, Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank. If bank name starts with Punjab, their headquarters is in New Delhi, like Punjab National Bank and Punjab and Sindh Bank. If bank name starts with United, their headquarters is in Kolkata, like United Bank of India. So let's begin our MCQ series for this month. There are around 12 public sector banks in India, 6 merged bank and 6 independent bank. So let's begin with our MCQ series with our first question. Government of India approved to increase the share capital of Dash Bank from rupees 3000 crore to rupees 10,000 crore. So that bank is Punjab and Sindh Bank. So Government of India has approved to increase the share capital of Punjab and Sindh Bank from 3000 crore to 10,000 crore. The tagline of Punjab and Sindh Bank is where service is a way of life. So important question for static. The tagline of Punjab and Sindh Bank is where service is a way of life. Next question. Which bank became the first in India to offer digital validation of KYC for its forex partners through its mobile app InstaFX? So very easy question. Digital validation of KYC is by ICICI Bank. InstaFX starts with I and ICICI Bank name starts with I. With that you can remember it easily. The tagline of ICICI Bank is Hum hai na khayal aapka. Important question of static. Next question. RBI introduced LEI for all transactions worth rupees 50 crore and above undertaken through RTGS and NEFT. RTGS is real-time gross settlement and NEFT is National Electronic Fund Transfer. So what does LEI stands for? LEI stands for लीगल एंटिटी आइडेंटिफायर। तो ये सुरक्षा के लिए ये LEI इंट्रोड्यूस किया है RBI ने। LEI इज़ अ 20 डिजिट कोड। तो ये 20 डिजिट का कोड होता है LEI, उससे आप इजीली आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हो, एंड इट इज़ फॉर सिक्योरिटी एंड रिस्क मैनेजमेंट पर्पस। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, डैश विल चेयर द advisory council for implementation of RBI's payments infrastructure development fund PIDF scheme. So BP Kanungo, one of RBI's deputy governor, will chair the committee on PIDF. So मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ ये PIDF स्कीम RBI ने क्यों इंट्रोड्यूस की है। So to promote digital payments, RBI has introduced PIDF scheme. So RBI gives subsidy to physical and digital payment. So for physical payments, subsidy of around 30 to 50% is given, and for digital payments around 75% subsidy is given. So this is an overview of payments infrastructure development fund scheme by RBI. And who will chair the committee? BP Kanungo. He was one of the RBI deputy governor. Who has signed an MOU with SIDBI enabling MSME customer to apply online for one-time restructuring? So Small Industries Development Bank of India, SIDBI, they have signed and collaborated with Bank of Baroda. So SIDBI Bank of Baroda, SIDBI Bank of Baroda for one-time restructuring OTR for MSME customers. Next question, which was the only authorized bank in India to issue electoral bonds? So that is SBI. SBI has been authorized to issue electoral bonds. Next question, report on trend and progress of banking in India was released by? That was released by RBI. That is a very simple question. Such reports are released only by RBI. So this is the part 2 of January Banking and Financial Awareness MCQ series. We will meet you the next part of this video, that is part 3 of January month. Till then, goodbye. Thank you to everyone for watching this video. Thanks.